Oh my God. Woo, okay, all right, people, look. All right, so welcome to another live video. More technical issues going on here, man. I couldn't go live. I pressed the live button and nothing happened for about 5 minutes. So I'm back. So basically yesterday I got asked by Henry Hull 8538 if I could do a video with my top favorite classic cars. Yeah, that's kind of difficult for me, man, because I mean, I love classic cars and everything, but I don't love that many of them. So yeah, so here are my top 5 classic cars. Okay, let me put it on YouTube as well so I can see what you guys are saying, and hopefully it's live right now because man, all kinds of gremlins going on. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so let's get ready. So yeah, I've got a list of about 5 cars, maybe 6 that I think for me are just like the craziest ones. I think George, if you're watching, you're gonna like one of them. That's kind of giving it away. But yeah, I got 5 and it's pretty insane. Hey, Mouthy, what's happening, man? Oh yeah, we're live finally. Hopefully the audio is all cool. It's all nice and clear. Not like yesterday with echoes and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Yesterday was a complete disaster, man. So many things went wrong. But I think I learned a little bit from yesterday. So hopefully today will be a lot smoother. So let's get the first basically car on my list out of the way. Oh man, this is like, the only way to introduce this car is to do this. Check this out, I mean, whew. I'm not doing this in like in any order, by the way. I mean, these are just the cars that I really love. And some of them might not be as classic as you think, or as classic as they could be, but I think they're classic enough for me anyway. So, all right, let's hit this, let's do this. This should be pretty insane. If it works, of course. Let me check. Classic. Okay, it should work now. Oh my gosh. Some people say the Zonda isn't old enough to be a classic car, but seriously, in my books, man, it is. It's just one of the coolest looking sounding cars I think that I've probably ever heard in my life. Actually, probably, for a V12, man, it sounds absolutely amazing. So last summer, we were lucky enough to see a whole bunch of pretty insane Paganis, and especially Zondas. So yeah, I love the Pagani Zonda in all its different variations and stuff. So I just thought I would start the video with that little clip of just the sound. It's just unbelievable. I love Pagani, the brand, but also love Pagani in terms of like the whole story behind how the brand came to be. Like leaving Argentina, I'm talking about obviously Pagani himself. He left Argentina with a letter and I think a little bit of cash to go to Italy. He lived in a tent for, I don't know, for a few weeks, and then he got a job in Lamborghini, and then he left Lamborghini because they had a disagreement, and then he set up Pagani. I mean, the whole story is kind of insane. That's why I love it. It's just like the cars look insane, they sound pretty dope as well. And there's gonna be more clips. Let me just play you guys this one. It's like, damn. All right, is it gonna work this time? Let's hope it does. Ooh. Just in case I missed something, let me answer some of your questions as well. So Mouthy, okay, you had a message retracted. So George is saying there's no lag and no echo, great success. Hell yeah, so that's really clear or good to hear. And I think Mouthy said the same thing as well. And then he said, I see some yeah, the Zondas are pretty crazy. I mean, in that clip wasn't only Zondas, by the way. I mean, there was a wire in there as well, but I think it's mainly Zondas and they just sound like on another level. And then George Danford, the day that was insane. I think George, you probably got the best clip of the whole day when you filmed like the Zondas going through a tunnel. I mean, I can't believe I missed that, man. That was probably one of the coolest things that anyone can ever experience. So that was seriously sick. And George said, Zonda definitely a modern classic. Yeah, for real. So that definitely made my list. But there's more from Pagani. So let me play this one as well. Let me transition, see if this works this time. Hell man, this is just beautiful. Look at it. Oh man, when this car came, I just remember thinking, what the hell is this? It literally looks like a spaceship or something like an alien transportation device, basically. So yeah, I love that. Is there any more videos? I think there is. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I missed something. Yeah. All right, let's play another clip. It's just for me, the whole ethos around the car, like how it looks, like that interior design and everything, it just gets me like super excited, because no other car on this planet comes close to how cool the Zonda looks in terms of like the interior, I would say maybe the tech as well in terms of like aero and all that stuff, but just that visually, oh man, it's literally automotive art in my book. But yeah, let's play this next clip. Oh man, there are all kinds of Zonda clips here, people. Okay, it's gonna work. Okay, let's do this. Oh man, first time. So this is my favorite Zonda, I think. The Cinque Roadster. Oh man, who does not love this? How can you not love this? Woo, look at it. So I think this one is one of two in the whole world with red leather seats. That's pretty mad.
How long do you think it's going to take Photoshop south?
Everything on this car is man. I got the best car in the world. And behind this is also another Zonda F. That one specifically came in with the same, which is kind of sick. Oh yeah, so yeah, and then I remember the day when, I think the day before we went down to Goodwood with the Zondas. I think they came on Sloane Street. I don't know if this next clip is that one. But it literally, the whole of Sloane Street went mad when the Zonda, and I think, I can't remember which wire it was, pulled up with Rana, basically just driving down Sloane Street. Was pretty insane. So that was an epic day. To show you how crazy it was, let me play you this clip. I think I remember, what's his name? Damn, what's his name? Courtney, yeah, I remember Courtney running like Usain Bolt down Sloane Street, man. That was funny as hell. It might be in this clip, but let's play it. All right, let's go. This is Zonda heaven, people. So this was that Zonda F I was telling you about. This came from Brazil, and it looks pretty mad. Oh yeah. Okay, so the Zonda, definitely, that's the last clip to complete the whole Zonda thing. But there's one car that I think I've always like secretly loved from the past. I think it came from in 1955. It's the Mercedes S300 SL. Oh man, this car is just like, it is crazy beautiful. It's madness. To think that in 1955, this car could do 135 miles an hour is kind of insane. I mean, today that's like nothing, man. I think Usain Bolt can run faster than that these days, but back then, it's absolutely insane. I think it was the first car in the world to have those gull-wing doors kind of thing, and I just think they look absolutely magnificent. 300 SL, man, especially in this color, for me, it's just wild when it gets to play. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I mean, look at this thing. How beautiful is this? The wheels, the way they use chrome on this thing is just mad. This is a car you should never do chrome. I don't know why anybody would do that. I just think it looks absolutely amazing. So 300 SL, people. All right, let's get to the next one now. This one is probably most people's favorite car. See if you guys can guess what it's gonna be. It is just like, the first time I saw this when I was a kid, I was like, damn, what is this thing? To be honest, I thought it was a Lamborghini when I first saw it. And then I realized that, okay, no, it's a Ferrari, but I just told you what it is, god damn it. Anyway, so let's play that clip. And I just think this is one of the most, Ferrari is basically finest cars. I think if Lamborghini, or if Ferrari ever built a Lamborghini, it will look like this. It's very interesting as well that this car looks kind of like a Lamborghini because it was actually designed by Enzo Ferrari on his 90th, no, it wasn't designed by him, but it was conceived by him on his 90th birthday to basically compete with the Countach and the Porsche 952 or something. And the F40 for me is just absolutely insane, and just the way it looks and sounds as well. Let's roll the tape, people. Oh yeah. Oh, is that playing? God damn it, transition. Okay, any second now. Yeah, here we go. I mean, whew. Why is this clip still playing? Stop playing. Yeah, for me the F40 is just so elegant. It just looks so cool. It's a car that just has the right kind of angles, proportions, and everything. I think it's amazing. Another cool fact is it actually has like a, how do you call them? It's like a bladder fuel cell. Like basically, usually you have your petrol stored in a tank, but this one has like a bladder kind of design, and you have to replace it every 10 years. And it costs like 13 grand to replace, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so the F40 is absolutely insane. Of course, the first car to 200 miles an hour. I think, is that correct, George? You probably know this, in case I get it wrong. But yeah, first car to 200 miles an hour, man, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But it is just a beautiful car. But I keep seeing F40s in red, man. I'm sick of it. I want to see F40s in other colors. The best one I've ever seen was, I think, in black and also in, I think, baby blue. I remember that was just like so crazy. But red is just a bit boring now because I'm sick and tired of seeing them. Don't know what you guys think about that. But oh man, but they still look cool in basically any color. So comment time. So George, yeah, you saw Courtney. Man, that guy can run, man. Didn't realize how fast he was. He was faster than a friggin' Zonda. The things you gotta do, man, you gotta leap for your passion or that stuff. Yeah, the F40 is pretty insane. Or Mouthy said, oh yeah, F40 looking great. Hell, that car doesn't look like, it still looks cool now in 2020 as it did when it first came out. It's just completely madness. And George Dunford, 201. What's that relation to? What did I'm trying to figure out why he said 201. Okay, I think I know what you're saying. All right, it wasn't 200 miles an hour. It did 201 miles an hour. Jesus Christ. Okay, George. Jesus. Yeah. So the first car to 201 miles an hour. Yeah, I think it's a madness. I love them. Now, the next car is like super exciting because I remember seeing this on Top Gear and literally my mouth, I think I was having dinner at the time and with my parents, and I think rice fell out my mouth because I was like, wow, what am I looking at? So the car I'm talking about is this. Oh man, what a car. Check this out. Mclaren F1. Damn, what a car this is. I just remember, like, after watching Top Gear, I went to the corner shop and actually bought a Top Gear magazine with a poster of the F1 in it because I was so like mind blown how crazy this car was. To this day, I'm still mind blown because this car could do like 240 miles an hour. I think it held that record for like, is it 20 years or something? Which is insane. And you have 3 seats. Which supercar or hypercar has 3 seats these days? Okay, you have that new McLaren, what's it called? I don't know, the one that looks weird, the long one. Yeah, the Speedtail, that has 3 seats, but I mean, this, like, no hypercar or supercar can match the kind of passenger carry this can do. You can basically have like your wife and your mistress and you all in the same car at the same time. I mean, how cool is that? Super wild road trips, man, and it's madness. I just like, yeah, George, I know you love the F1, man. It is absolutely insane. Now that we've seen it stationary, I guess you guys want to see it actually moving. This is the only time I've ever actually seen an F1 on the move. I mean, it sounds quite sad, but it's actually true. It's like, it's absolutely crazy, but here it is. McLaren F1. It has to be in my top 5 of greatest cars of all time. Here we go. All right, so comment time. So Henry, welcome back, man. So this video is because of you, man, because you asked me yesterday to make a video of my top favorite classic cars. So here you go. So here it is, a very, very cool idea. So if any of you guys have an idea for a video as well, let me know in the chat thing here. So Henry said the F40 is good, but all those who drive the F50 seem to prefer it. That's for real. Does not look as good, but seems to drive better. Whew. The look, yeah. I think, are you saying the F40 looks better than F50? If that's what you're saying, I definitely agree, man. I think the F40 for me just looks way cooler than the F50. The F50 is a nice car, but I've never really been like in love with it. It's really weird because I should be, but I'm not. It's too curvy for my liking. The F40 has the right amount of the lines, because I love Lambo as well. It's very Lambo-ish. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And then Martha said, I'm loving this live stream, but I gotta go. No worries, man. I'll catch you the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in, man. So yeah, so we just had the F40. What is next? Oh, this might not be very obvious, but it might also be. So let's do this. This is probably one of the best sounding cars ever. So let's roll that tape, man. This is wild. Do this right. Okay, let's go. This was a crazy day on Sloan Street. I'll never forget it.
Wow. That's pretty insane. People out of nowhere, he turns up.
God damn. So the CGT, without question, is, I think, one of the best cars ever made. I think if you love cars, you gotta have space for one of those in your garage. I mean, it's insane. But if I had to have one though, it will not be that spec. I think TGE has got probably my favorite spec that I've, maybe, is it my favorite? But I prefer that spec to silver, because I think silver's a bit, it's a Porsche and silver is too much, man. Just give a bit more color and make it a bit more funky. I mean, these owners who buy these cars, funk it up, man. So yeah, the CGT is absolutely insane. I think I've got more clips. Where are they? Where are they? Play. Yeah, sound. Woo. Oh my God. So Henry said the McLaren F1 is completely timeless. Awesome car. 100% I agree with that. And one of the most powerful non-turbo. You know, you're right. It's actually a naturally aspirated V12 engine, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Yeah, I filmed it at the London Classic Car Show last month. Yeah, that was cool. The one that you filmed came from South Africa. I think, what was the model? I think, yeah, George will know this one as well. George can put it in the chat, because George is like a human Google. So that was actually a special one. It had an NDK kit on it, I think, and then it had the road-going wheels on it, and it was absolutely magnificent. In silver, it looks cool as well, so I'll give it that. Yeah, the McLaren F1, without doubt, will go down in history as probably the most significant car probably made in recent history when you think about it, because before the McLaren F1, there weren't that many hypers. I think it was the first real hypercar, and after that, everybody else realized, damn, there's actually a market for a car like this. In 1992, when this car came out, it literally cost £810,000. Think about that, like, 810K, that's literally less than $1 million. Try to get one right now for that price. That just ain't gonna happen. But it's a mental car. So some of the really cool facts about the McLaren F1 is if basically your engine needs a rebuild, McLaren would actually loan you like an engine while they strip yours out and actually rebuild it, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, it's just an unbelievably cool car. What am I talking about McLaren? Constantly. Okay, yeah, I got segued a little bit. So let's go back to the CGT. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when it comes to the CGT, I think it's one of the prettiest cars that Porsche has actually built. I mean, I love the way the CGT absolutely looks, but also like the way the GT2 RS looks as well. For me, these two cars are super pretty. Okay, let me play you this next clip just to show you how pretty this car is from all these different angles. The face and the eyes, man, it just looks. Looks good in all kinds of angles. Just thought I'd show you guys that. So that is that. It should be more. How many cars have I done so far? So I've done the Zonda, done Ferrari SL, done the F40, done the Mclaren F1, done the CGT. But I think there's one other car that I absolutely love as well that is not on this list. The F355, man, that car is beautiful. It's like, when you see it in movies and stuff, man, the lines on that thing, the proportions as well, I think it's a beautiful classic Ferrari. In my opinion, and it sounds pretty insane as well. So that's another Ferrari. There's a lot of Ferraris featuring in this stream. Another car that I really love is this. Check this out. This is my 1/18th scale Ferrari 288 GTO. I mean, damn, I hope to one day to abracadabra this into a full-size Ferrari 288 GTO, man. So obviously this thing came out before the F40 and it is just, oh man, I love this. This was given to me by a mate because he knows how much I love cars and stuff. He gave me this, he gave me a Countach, and he gave me an Aston Martin DB7 model as well. It's somewhere on my other desk, but this is just like, how cool is this? Look at the way it looks, man. Everything about this car is cool. Like proportions, just the details on it, it is just a thing of beauty. So one day, I'm gonna abracadabra this. I rub it every morning. Actually, that sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? Yeah, rub it every morning. Yeah, the 288 GTO also should really be on the list because I think it's absolutely magnificent. So that and an F40 side by side with a 355. Ooh, F355, that would be insane. So yeah, so that pretty much concludes my favorite classic cars. I'm pretty sure I missed a few things, but these are the ones that just made me think like, damn, I love these cars. Is LFA a classic car now? So that should be on the list as well, but I have to choose my top 5. So, maybe I should have done the top 10, I don't know. So let me read your comments here. So CGT, so George said CGT in yellow looks mad. You know what, I don't think I've seen a CGT in yellow. I've definitely never seen a CGT in the yellow. I'd love to see that. Like, is it that kind of yellow, like that? That kind of gold yellow. Yeah, that look pretty sick. Talk about yellow, yeah, yellow cup as well. Yellow RAWKUS cup. Oh my gosh. More of your comments, okay. Hey Zane, what's happening, man? Zane saying, hi RAWKUS. Man, you missed most of the show, but I guess you can watch most of it, well, all of it later on when I put it onto YouTube, like well and proper. And yeah, what's happening, man? I hope all is good. I hope you're enjoying like this quarantine thing, man. This lockdown, it's madness. That's why I'm making videos like this now. I'm gonna try and do one every day if I can. So I got the idea for this video yesterday from Henry, who basically asked me to make a video about my favorite classic cars. So this video was born. So if you guys have any other ideas as well, let me know. I'll try to make a video of it tomorrow. Tomorrow is a work day, so I might struggle a little bit, but I'll do my very best to do that. What else is there? George, you're funny, man. Yeah, here we go. So when I was talking about the McLaren F1 from South Africa, that, I think, is it Henry who filmed it at the Classic Car Show? Yeah, so it has the high downforce kit, so the HDK that I was saying earlier, which is pretty insane. I didn't know all this stuff until I think George mentioned it when I made a post on Instagram, and then I think TFJJ as well, he mentioned it. And that Exotics in the Wild is also another like virtual like human Google with legs. But, yeah, humans do have legs, so that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, so Henry said, awesome Porsche. Drivers need to Need to get used to that. Yeah, this another thing I learned from CGT, no, from TGE, because basically he said the clutch on the CGT is pretty mental, man. That thing will literally kill your left leg. But I guess that was a thing that most racing cars used to have in the past anyway, so that's a thing you have to go through to basically enjoy driving a CGT. So we gotta work on that calf muscle and stuff, man, to make it strong enough. Yeah, talking about like difficult cars to drive. I don't know if any of you guys have ever driven a Diablo. Jesus Christ, I think it's like driving a truck. I don't think it's got power steering. You literally gotta have like pecs to drive that, man. You need like proper strong core and everything. You can't have back problems to drive one of those because you need strength. And also, I don't know, you need like 360 vision as well because you literally can't see behind you, man. Try reversing that, it's a madness. What else is here? So Henry said, the car guys, YouTubers hanker after the 2.8 GTO. Yeah, man, it is such a cool car. It's, but you never really see them. They're so rare. I saw one a few weeks ago over at Dorchester. I didn't notice it initially because I was caught up looking at the LFA. I think someone pointed me out and said that, by the way, next to that is a 2.8 GTO. I didn't actually notice it at the time. But yeah, it is an absolutely mental car. If I could have one, I would, but they cost stupid money right now, which is a madness. And then Henry said, I think they'll be getting one this year. Jesus, man. Car guys, I mean, that is mad. George said that any Lamborghini before the Mercy is hard to drive. Yeah, that's true. Like the Countach especially is another one that is just like, you can't drive it as a human. You gotta be, I don't know, Iron Man or like, I don't know, yes, someone like that to drive one of those. But this is the thing about supercars, right? They're not supposed to be easy to drive. You're supposed to fight for their affection. It's like a girl, isn't it? If you really like her, you gotta put up with her misdemeanors within reason. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I mean, cars are kind of like that. I think these days, cars are too goddamn easy to drive, I think. But would you guys think that's a good thing or is it a bad thing? Should cars, like supercars, be easy to drive? I don't know. One other thing as well. So basically when I was making a list of cars for this video, I wasn't sure if I should do like my top 5 of all kinds of cars, meaning supercars and also like regular cars as well. I figured because supercars is what my channel is about, so I did supercars first, but I do love other cars that aren't supercars as well. So maybe down the line, I'll do another video of my favorite non-supercar classic cars that I actually love. Yeah, I'll do that as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, what else is here? See if I missed anything. So, yeah, no. So Zane, do you have any ideas for a video? Something that I can make quickly and easily for tomorrow, like in say 2 hours or something. This literally took me about 2 hours to make, to find all the footage and everything, and quickly cut it down and yeah, and then put it out there. So hopefully the stream was cool. I'm hoping it's better than yesterday, all right? So by the way, if you haven't liked this video, give it a thumbs up and please share the link as well if you can. And if you're not subscribed, what's wrong with you? Shame on you. Subscribe now. So yeah, it is absolutely unbelievable. Okay, let me see what's here. Best car event in the UK. You know what? It's kind of crazy because I mean, usually around this time of the year, we are looking forward to all the crazy cool car shows. I think last year around this time we went to the Lamborghini car event over in North Acton somewhere, which was pretty sick. It was that event when that Lamborghini crashed into a tree. I don't know if you guys remember that. That is just crazy. If you haven't seen that, check out Supercars on the Streets YouTube channel. He caught the whole thing. This guy catches everything. Like in the past, like, basically you catch a car that crashed, I don't know, like 100 years ago or like 50 years ago in the past and still catch that on his camcorder and put it on YouTube. He knows specifically what's gonna be crashing tomorrow and the day after that. He gets every single crash that happens here in the UK, anywhere in the world. He's able to get that. I don't know how he does it, but yeah, that was pretty sad, man. It's like, that car got messed up bad, but you know, like when you're driving, be careful, man. It's like, you know, the road ain't yours. Let me see what else is there. Oh no, you're killing me, man. Henry. Okay, Henry said, you're right. It's a Honda NSX that forced the industry to make their super. You know what? NSX was on my list as well. It was like, it was so hard to cut cars out of this whole thing because it's like, the NSX is also another car that literally blew my mind when I saw it as a kid as well, because that car transformed Ferrari, because at that time Ferrari was like, yeah, you know, we're the best, we can do whatever we want. And then Honda dropped the NSX hard, and then Ferrari realized, oh crap, we better do something cool because otherwise the Japanese come to get us. And yeah, that NSX car changed the whole supercar industry, especially Ferrari. It made them see the light basically, because they were sitting and just taking things easy because they thought they were the best. Honda showed them. And my only thing with Honda though is, man, they dropped the goddamn ball, man. I mean, you bring out the NSX, that looks so, it's such a crazy looking car. It sounds insane. Ayrton Senna helped make this car the perfect driver's car. They took forever to replace his car, and then the replacement is just like, what the heck is that, man? I mean, look, I don't know if it's just me, but to be honest, man, the new NSX, I'm not feeling that, man. That thing just, it came out, it did nothing for me. It still does nothing for me. I mean, I just don't understand what Honda was doing. They completely dropped, what's with the Japanese companies? So you had this, I was gonna say the Subaru. You had this Supra, which was like sick way back in the day, right? They had like different versions of the same model. Like over the years, it just looked like, it looked cool. And then they dropped this new, oh, I don't know, man. The Japanese, they're dropping the ball so hard. It's like, what were they thinking? Like, if you're gonna bring a replacement, make it better than the last one. Don't make it worse. At least don't make it a BMW. I mean, seriously. I mean, you know what? I shouldn't diss anything until I actually get behind the wheel and experience it, because maybe I'm dissing it now. Maybe I will like driving it, so I don't know. But the original Supra, that's the one, man. I think for most people who love cars, that is the car. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Oh, damn. George, you know what just happened? Like, you said, let me see what you just said. Yeah, so George said the NSX is basically SHIT. And Google's telling me, should I show that or hide it? Because he used a curse word, man. Use SHIT, man. I'm just gonna say show, so it's all right. And that's another one. You know, I know I don't love it as much as I love the original NSX, but again, I'm gonna reserve my judgment until you drive this thing. But it's not just about driving though, it's also about like the way the car looks. Because the NSX original one actually looked really cool. It looked like a supercar. Like, it looked like something that Ferrari could have built. That's how crazy it was. But I don't know what happened after that. They took so long to replace it, and then the replacement just like, it just fizzled. Like, I remember seeing it at the car show and thinking, I don't love it. I tried, but I sat in it, pressed some buttons and stuff. It didn't do it for me, man. So yeah, Honda, man, back to the drawing board, man. You gotta work harder than that. You know, like Ferrari are kind of killing it right now. Or are they? It depends who you speak to. But yeah, it's bad. Oh no, George, you're just dissing it so bad, man. So George is like, is that a Supra? Oh, no way, it's a Z4. Oh, god damn it. To be fair though, let's be honest, right? I think most cars right now kind of share a platform anyway. I mean, it's very rare to get a car that's like original now. It's like most cars share a platform. So the fact that the new Supra shares BMW shouldn't really matter as much. I think if the car looked better, it wouldn't matter if it shares the same platform as a Z4, I think. Like the Urus shares the same platform as an Audi Q5, whatever it is. And a lot of cars share the same platform. So that part is not too bad. It's just that from a design point of view, they just dropped the ball hard, man. That ball is on the ground, man. That ball never gonna bounce. It's like, why? The guy who designed that, right? I mean, who okayed that design? This is the thing that I have with Japanese like manufacturers. It's like, they bring out some weird looking cars, man, that somehow get through like quality control and design. I mean, because I'd be like, hell no, man, back to the drawing board. I mean, get it right before you put it out there. The LFA is cool, all right? That car, when you look at it, you're like, yeah, Lexus actually put some work into making this car look, it's very Japanese. He has those like Godzilla face, Godzilla eyes. He looks very, very Japanese, but also in a cool kind of way. Just like how the Supra looked very Japanese and cool. When Subaru used to look cool, and Subaru or Subaru, whatever they call them, and what's the other car company? Mitsubishi. They used to be the Lancias back in the day, man. Mitsubishi Lancia? Yeah, back in the day. Was it Lancia? I don't know, man. Back in the day, it looked pretty cool, but most of the recent Japanese cars are whack. I mean, the The Honda, what's that Honda's, what's it called? Oh, it's like a pocket rocket. Like, it looked like literally something that crashed through a shop window and had all the rubbish and glass stuck to it. It's just like, what is all this stuff? Anyway, George says he's sorry. Yeah, you're guilty as hell, man. How dare you swear? Yeah, what's that car? I can't remember. I can't think of what it is. It's a Honda Pocket Rocket. It's quite popular, but it looks weird. It's got sharp angles on it. I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, I think Europeans definitely got the car design thing on lock for real. It's like, from all the cars that I love, they tend to make cars that actually look good. And there's a lot of like design energy put into cars. Okay, not every European car, but most luxury European cars are kind of cool looking. This was Japan did a little bit better. It's like the Dacia Sandero. I mean, what the hell? How is something allowed to be made? I mean, imagine buying a Dacia Sandero and actually driving that on purpose. I mean, I don't know, man. I'd rather ride a camel. That's what I'd rather do. That's it, George. That's the one. So the Civic Type R. What are your thoughts on that? Because I try to love it, but I can't. And the fact that it's got a fake like third exhaust as well, that's really disappointing. All those fake vents. Why make fake vents? I mean, geez, what's the point of that? Just for the sake of looks, that doesn't float in my book. So Honda can do better than that, man. You gave us NSX, you gave us the S2000 that can rev up to 9,000 RPM. That was a sick engine. But where's the replacement, man? Where's all the replacements? There you go. So, okay, let's see what Henry said. So Henry says Toyota could have made more effort to make the interior of the Supra. Yeah, that's true, because apparently literally the interior is very, very BMW, man. You might as well just get a Z4. Everyone loves the exterior, but not the interior. I feel like the exterior, it's got strange proportions, I think. Maybe it's like one of those things where with the right spec, it will look good, but I don't think I'm in love with the exterior yet. But again, it's one of those things where you have to I've never seen one up close and personal. Maybe when you see up close and personal, you appreciate it more. And actually when you get to drive one as well, you get to appreciate it more. So hopefully Lexus, well, same company. Maybe Toyota would have in the future let me have one for a few days to make some content and stuff with. Maybe that would change my mind. But I feel like it needs some kind of body kit on it, because I just think it looks too plain. It needs to be more, it look more lion. This looks more, it looks like a ferret. So yeah, it needs to be more lion. That's what I think. That's a rubbish description or analogy, but you know what I mean. Yeah, but it's a car that just needs I'm pretty sure in the future they're gonna release a more hardcore, sportier version, which everyone's gonna say damn, that looks cool. So hopefully they're gonna do that. But for God's sake, man, change that goddamn interior. Okay, I've never seen it. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen the inside of the new, something Subaru, the Supra. Yeah, so if it looks like a Z4, then that's very unfortunate. Imagine buttons all being the same. That's crazy. So hopefully they're gonna do a more hardcore version of it down the line. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about, but people, what are your favorite cars? So let me know in the chats as well. So name me your top 5 supercars of all time. I mean, classic supercars, since we gotta be on theme, right? So I think I know, George, I know one of your cars, obviously Mclaren F1, but I don't know what other cars cars you like. Okay, so Henry said that the Dacia was designed for the third world market. It's based on the last version of Renault Clio. The thing is though, why should the third world get third-rate cars though? This is, okay, look, I'm not saying design could be a little bit better. Third world people like nice things as well. It's crazy. Why give them crap-looking cars? It makes no sense. It's if it looks better, you sell more of it. So why make it look crap? And it just doesn't make sense. If I was to design a car, I'm gonna make it look as nice as possible, because you gotta feel nice when you drive your car. Imagine if you're that scenario, you're driving, you look at everyone, you're thinking, oh my God, what's everyone thinking? Okay, that shouldn't matter, but it does, because when you leave your car, you wanna look at it before you get back in your house. I don't know anyone who, after they lock the car, they're gonna look back at a Dacia Sandero. They ain't gonna do that, man. You're gonna lock the car and run into your house and not look back. That's that's what I think anyway. it's just not a good looking car. It's just terrible, like in every way possible. Everything about that car is crap. The color is wrong. It's like, I've never seen a Datsun in a good color. It's like, everything is just like made to look really bad. Just my opinion. Not everybody's going to have to agree with me, but it's just my opinion. So let's see, George. Ooh. So George, yeah, the F1 LM. Yeah, that's even rarer than, what do we say in Zamunda? Like chicken pea or chicken's teeth. Why would you have an allergy with chickens? I don't know. Well, we do have to eat the chicken. Yeah, the F1 LM is like, I don't think I've ever seen one, if I'm really honest. Have I seen one? I don't think I've ever seen an F1 LM. That's a madness when you think about it. I have never actually seen an F1 LM. Oh, damn. Oh, that's bad. So now I feel bad. So now I want to see one so bad. Oh yeah, and another car, right? That should have been on a list is Aston Martin 1777. Did I say 7 3 times? It's like 177. Because that car is magnificent, but I've never seen it in the flesh, so I couldn't put it on the list, man. It's like, I've seen pictures of it, and I just remember drooling all over the magazine that I was looking at, and everything got stuck together because of my drool. Yeah, I was really drooling, honest. And I just think it looks so flipping good. I mean, it's like, oh man, that is like excruciating. It's like when you see a beautiful girl and your heart is like, damn, she looks good. Like then she'll look at you and then the eyes will flash at you, like, and your heart just goes like, and you forget breathing, you forget everything else. And that is how I felt the first time I saw a picture of a 177. It's the same way you feel when you see a beautiful girl. I'm telling you, it's like on another level. But I've never seen one. It's just, jeez, I just get so, I was gonna swear. Yeah, I get so cheesed off, like, because I've never seen one. It's just like, yeah, it's just crazy. But I think it's one of Aston's craziest designs. I love that car. So it would definitely make my garage, but I took it off because I haven't seen one, so yeah, that's why. But hopefully one day. All right, let's see what other comments are here. So Malfi said, well, if a Zonda is a classic, that's my favorite classic car. 100% man, the Zonda is definitely a classic because it's been out for a while. But for some reason though, I'm not feeling the same love for a Huayra as I do for a Zonda. Why is that? That's a weird, I mean, the Huayras look good, but I just think the Zondas just look better. It's like something about the way that car just looked when it came out. If you look at it from the front, it literally looks like a spaceship. Like, and then you see from the side and just the lines, and then from the back, it's just like, damn, every angle. And then you got those 4 iconic exhaust tips as well. It's just like, yeah, for me, they're unquestionably one of my favorite classic cars of all time. But maybe the Huayra will grow on me. I don't know. I don't love it as much as I love the Zonda. I don't know why. Okay, let's see what George said. You could have. So George said that you could have seen an F1 LM if we got in the MTC. Oh, you know what? That was such it was a travesty, man. Because basically, this was like Cars and Coffee last year. So you have to apply for media passes, which I did like early in time. But the way that the whole thing was organized was such a mess. So they give you a media pass, and then when you get there, you haven't got a media pass. And then the whole thing is like, okay, what is going on? The communication was so like rubbish. So in the end, I just thought, you know what, screw this. So I didn't get a media pass, which meant that I never got the chance to go inside the McLaren Technology Center to see some of the amazing cars that they have there. But one day I'm gonna go in there with the McLaren. I don't know, man. It's like, that's one place I've never been. I would love to see it, but it would have been so cool to see with everyone around there as well, with all the cool cars and the whole atmosphere would have been so sick, but it wasn't to be. I'm not salty, I'm not bitter, I'm just disappointed that Cars and Coffee was not managed as well as I hoped it would be, because it's supposed to be a prestigious thing, man. I mean, seriously, I mean, what the hell? The communication was crazy. The lady I spoke to didn't speak English. She was speaking to me in Italian. I'm trying to and the English was very broken. And then she would hang up like in the middle of conversation. And it's like, what the hell, man? It's like emails not being answered and all kind of stuff. I'm like, that's not how you do this, man. It's like, this is crazy. So that was just, you know, my thing. So yeah, it's a shame. I hope they do it better next time. Okay, let's see what Henry said. Okay, so Henry's favorite classic car. Whoo! I knew there's gonna be an F1 in there somewhere. So okay, here's his list. So favorite classic cars. So the McLaren F1, absolutely. Ferrari 275. Ooh, okay. GTB4. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Ferrari 250 GT. Oh yeah, I think most people that I know, that is their favorite Ferrari. Yeah, it's the Lusso as well. Jeez, I think I once saw a 250 GT Lusso at Joe McCarry's workshop. I wasn't allowed to put that content out, unfortunately. I'm telling you, the cars I have in there is on another level. Like in a car park, that's nothing. When you go inside there, woo, some things I have in there are ridiculous. I remember like seeing a 250 GT Lusso, seeing KHK's F1, I'm not talking about LaFerrari in there as well, and see all kinds of F50s, Enzos, and some cars I had no clue what they were, like super American, like some super rare stuff. Like, it's like, wow, what the hell is this? So that place is amazing. It's like a museum for insane cars. So okay, your other favorite car, the Alfa Romeo GTA R. Okay, that is dope, man. By Alphaholics. Oh my gosh, you know what? My friend Patch on Instagram, Patch86, I think on Instagram, or Patch95, I can't remember, or Talk Chasers. He often goes on road trips with the Alphaholics guys, and yeah, those cars are absolutely beautiful, man. It's like, I would love to have one. They are like absolutely magnifique. Man, you got some crazy like cars on this list. Oh, oh no, you just killed me with the last car on the list. The reimagined Porsche by Singer. I remember seeing that at Goodwood, was it last year or the year before? The white one with a tan interior, and I absolutely fell in love with that thing. I just think it is, I love the simplicity and how beautiful this car looked. Like, let me see if I can get a clip of it somewhere. I should have it more than once. If I can, I'll put it on screen, because I hope, let me see. Oh no, I've got no drives plugged in. Maybe let's have this conversation. Maybe we could do a video about like Porsches or something. Then we can talk about this thing, because I gotta plug drives and everything. I'll be here all day. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. That spec, that satin white with a tan or red interior was absolutely insane. But the price though, Jesus Christ, super expensive. Yeah, I would love to have one of those. Absolutely, dude. Henry, you got a sick list, man. Damn. Yeah, it's pretty insane. And you have a lot of Ferrari on your list as well. Of course, you have the Lexus LFA, yes. I wanted to include that on my list as well, but I couldn't because I haven't got like a lot of footage of it, but also just the CGT, because I have a lot of footage of it as well, and I've seen it. And yeah, the LFA, I love that as well. I mean, damn, maybe we can do like a top 10 Japanese cars or whatever. Maybe that would be on there. So George said, so did I. So George said, so did I, that event organization. Oh yeah, so yeah, George, I think you agree that the organization, you've kind of started your SHIT, man. So yeah, damn, I need to drop my phone. Yeah, the organization was definitely something left to be desired, because it was atrociously bad. So because it kind of made me fall out of love with cars and coffee, because I used to love it. Because when I was in Monaco, we went to like a few cars and coffees, and they seemed cool, you know. But I don't know, this one was just like, the organizer, the organization, and the way they treated everyone was not nice. I don't like that. So if I treat you like a person, do the same to me, all right? Don't be an ass, as they say. Yeah, it was terrible. But George, for real, the Singer DLS, dropping all those models in there. Yeah, I just think the Singer is, I love the marriage of modern and old. I mean, the way they just put it together was just like unbelievable. Just the price is what killed me, because yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful car. But do you know, is it limited run, or is it like, I don't know how many they're actually making. So let me know if you guys know. Oh, Henry, you're like kicking me in the nuts, man, with this one. So Henry said, I saw the Aston Martin 177 at a Petrolicious drivers meeting last year at Bicester Heritage. Bicester? At Bicester Heritage. Damn, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go absolutely nuts when I see one for the first time. I'll probably just go live and just be like, probably start crying or something. I ain't gonna do that, man. But yeah, just one of those cars that I just want to see so bad that I've never seen, even in the showroom. But I think someone said, is it last week or the week before, that there was actually one at, which car showroom was it? Basically, there's a car showroom that actually has a 177 in there. And then when I wanted to go, the lockdown friggin' happened. So yeah, so that didn't happen, sadly, which kind of sucked. hopefully you'll still be there when lockdown gets lifted and stuff. And George said probably because a certain yellow Lamborghini owner helped organize it. No comment. I mean, I gotta say the person I spoke to wasn't the person with a certain yellow Lamborghini, right? Basically, the media person was a lady that I spoke to, and then I also wrote an email to what's his name? The guy who actually Federico or something. So I sent him an email because I met him in Monaco like a few times. You know, we chatted before, and everything seemed cool. But I just said to him, look, at the end of the day, the fact that there were no replies to emails, and the fact that he didn't reply to emails is just not nice, because we're social media people, we deserve the same kind of respect. I'd appreciate if you said to me like, look, we'll have a few number of tickets or like press passes, I'm sorry, we don't have any. I'll be like, you know what, that's cool. I mean, I'm still trying to find a way, but you know, I'm cool with that, because at least that way you communicate and you let me know what's happening. But if you just ignore people, and then if you say, yes, you have a media pass, and then you go thinking you actually have one, and then you get there and they say, oh, by the way, we're taking it off you. I mean, what the hell is that? Taking it off me, why? And then you give it to people, to some people, but not to everyone. It makes absolutely no sense. I mean, what's the criteria for like a media pass? You know, do you like look at the social media engagement? Do you look at like what? I don't know. It's like, what is the criteria that you're giving out these cards? Is it cards? I mean, these passes, it made no sense. So I was very, very unhappy about that, as you can imagine, because I went all that way at my own goddamn cost, and you have audacity to tell me that, by the way, I'm not gonna give it to you anymore. I'm like, what? But I kept my cool, man. I ain't gonna get mad and all that stuff, because life is too short. Yeah, what else is, man, these comments are sick, man. You guys are amazing. I love all this stuff. But, oh, God. Henry just killing me with these cars, man. Damn. Yeah, that singer is, I think I remember speaking to the guy who worked in the design team of the car, because you're telling me that it was a collaboration with, I think, Williams, like engineering or something like that. And the whole story was insane. And that clip I filmed, I think I still have it somewhere. If I find it, I will try to like weave a video out of it somewhere, somehow. So I think we've been online for how long? For about an hour. I think we pretty much covered everything, unless you guys have any other questions for me and stuff. Another thing from, let me read what George just said. Okay. So George just said the media should have been like Hampton, first come, first. You know what? Yeah. See, that was nice and simple, right? First come, first serve. Which it's just like, it's perfect. Like, if I think about it, like when I went to Geneva, I mean, it was pretty straightforward. They open the media thing, you apply, and then they either approve or they don't, and it's straightforward. I mean, what's all the craziness going on? I just think the issue was organization. I think they just realized that maybe they didn't have enough media passes. Instead of saying to everyone, look, we don't have enough, or like sending some emails out, or just put something on your website to say, look, this is the situation. Then everyone knows what's going on. But if you don't communicate, how am I supposed to know? I left my house hoping that I have my media pass because you said I had one. And then when I get there and I ask for one, you say, oh, by the way, now you don't have it anymore. I mean, what the hell is that? You could have told me that before I got there. So that was not cool. Okay. I keep saying a lot. I'm gonna stop saying that, man. It's crazy. Oh, I just did it there. God damn it. Just did it again. Oh my days. Yeah, George just said the Aston Martin 177 count is 6. Oh, jeez. I mean, that makes it even harder for me to see one. It's just mad. I want to see one in blue or something, in a very, very cool color. Like silver. I think I've seen like a picture of one in white. That was kind of sick as well. I think our car week last year in America. Oh my gosh, will there be car week this year? I really hope so, because I want to go to that show so bad. But I'm guessing, I mean, it's going to be in September anyway, so hopefully there's enough time for them to still be able to organize it. But I'm guessing like with a show of that kind of size, they probably start planning these things like literally when the last year's one finished. So with this Corona thing, they might not even have time to organize stuff. Yeah, that's gonna suck. We just have to wait until next year. Maybe we get Corona, I don't know, COVID 2020. Jesus Christ, man, what the hell is going on here? Anyway, so let me read some of your comments. So Henry said, the car's singer craze are based on the, I think, 964 models, the second to last air-cooled 911 model. They will make them as long as people want them. but they do take a while to get made. Yeah, this is the thing, I really want one. So I hope they're gonna be making it for the next 100 years. Oh man, it's just one of those cars, like when you see it, you're like, that's cool. I saw it in Monaco as well, just like literally casually, it wasn't Monaco, it was Geneva. Last year I was casually walking on the streets, and then like out of the corner of my eye, I saw two singers parked like outside this hotel. I just like, damn. The only thing is the middle of the night as well, so filming was a bit rubbish because my main camera battery had died, so I had my phone with me, and the quality was rubbish, so I couldn't make a YouTube video out of that. But yeah, the thing is absolutely beautiful, man. Let's see what else is there. Okay. I'm so happy that today's stream was not as painful as yesterday. I was sweating under my jacket yesterday because I was so vexed, like in here. I could see things going wrong. I didn't know why they were going wrong or how to fix them. And then I kept pressing the wrong button and stuff. But today seemed to be a lot more plain sailing and smoother. So I don't know what video I'm gonna make tomorrow. This is the thing. So I'll think about it tonight, unless you guys give me an idea for tomorrow. If not, I don't know, maybe I should just do something with Geneva, because I have so much content from last year that I haven't used yet. So, so George just asked me what my favorite car is. Oh, my favorite car. That is an impossible question to answer because I have so many. It's like, I love all these different cars for different reasons though. Like, I tend to love cars and the brands as well, but I love the story behind brands. That makes me love them even more. Like the whole McLaren F1 story is pretty insane. The whole story with Lamborghini is pretty insane. I don't love every Lamborghini car, but I love the story of how they became to be, and I know that stuff is epic. Ferrari is the same, Pagani is the same, and one car maker that I really love at the moment that I just think is killing it so hard right now has to be the X-Man, Koenigsegg. They're just smashing it like big time. They're killing it. It's like the stuff they're doing in the industry that nobody's doing, man. They just like, they look at what everyone else is doing. They thought, you know what, man? You keep doing that, we're gonna do this. I mean, how do you even compete with that? If I was Ferrari, I'd be really worried about like how things are going, because they're like a new kid on the block who is just like making cars that Ferrari kind of should be making, because I mean, like, Ferrari's been around for a very long time. They have a lot of experience, but Koenigsegg, man, Christian is thinking out of the box. That is what I love about this guy. He's literally like the Apple of the automotive industry, kind of similar to Singer as well. They're just doing things differently to everybody else, man. I think that's kind of sick. I'm sorry if you guys use Android, if you don't like Apple, I'm sorry. I'm an Apple fanboy. I have everything Apple, I can't help it, man. They make cool stuff that just works most of the time. Sometimes they don't. Yeah, I think Geneva it is. And also another story I have for you guys is like, so in 2018 at Goodwood, I got to meet Christian Koenigsegg. I even interviewed him because at that time he had his Regera. At that time it was me, Mr. JWW and Christian, and we were just chatting and stuff. And then I got to speak to Christian. I was so excited. Like 20 minutes we were just talking now, just interviewing him. He was telling me about basically the story of Koenigsegg, the cars, all this stuff. And I don't know what happened, man. Literally, I got home, eager to edit that video, and the memory card got corrupted. Like, to this day, I don't know, like, that whole thing made me feel so mad, because I mean, that was such an epic 20 minutes with a guy who like basically makes some of the craziest cars that you've ever seen. And for some reason, I got home and that memory card was completely corrupted. After that experience, I went out and bought a camera that's got 2 memory card slots, because I couldn't go through that again, because that was like the worst thing that could happen. So right now, I recorded 2 memory cards at the same time. So if one fails, at least the other one's gonna work. But that was a very, like, when I think about it now, it still hurts. So I got clips from that moment where the Regera was being driven around. I think Shmi was there as well. And maybe I'll make a video with that as well, but it just breaks my heart when I think about it every time, because it's so frustrating. Because that could have been a really dope video. It was such a cool, innocent, dope interview. And yeah, it wasn't to be. So hopefully one day I'm gonna go to Koenigsegg's factory and actually speak to Christian proper in the factory and get some sick content that way. But anyway, so I thought I'd just let you guys know about that anyway. So George, you said you got your sticker now. What do you mean? I'm confused. What sticker? Huh? You get your sticker now. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, okay, so Henry's saying Geneva it is. All right, so I'll make a video of Geneva tomorrow. Oh man, he got some pretty sick cars on there for you guys. I mean, you've seen it all on YouTube before, but it's a different take on it anyway. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope, so I'll do that. So Joe said, I think it was the heart that it was the, what am I doing, man? Hold on, pressing all kinds of weird buttons. So I think it was the heat that year, and then, oh, okay. Yeah, you know what, I've had like a little bad luck with cameras, man. I think it was one other time that I was in Silverstone. I was filming all day. Everything went well until I handed my camera over to LK Horizons, or LK Cars now on YouTube. And I don't know, man, if he's got some kind of weird, dodgy energy or whatever, give me the camera. He gave it back to me, it never worked again. Like, literally, it died. So I had to buy another camera after that. So it's like, what the F, man? So I'm gonna stop giving my camera to other people. And also, since then, I always carry 2 cameras, just in case one dies, I have a backup, because you just never know. Like, sometimes SHIT just goes down. You gotta be able to cover that stuff. So yeah, things just happen, man. And you can't predict, but you gotta be prepared for stuff. George said that the mic sticker. Yeah, for real. You know how it is, man. You know how it is. What we discussed yesterday after the stream? Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, 100%. I have. Oh jeez. You know what? It's like literally like this. Like literally, I have things written in front of me so that I just remind myself every single time. So hopefully everything is still cool. Because you just forget these things, because you get in the vibe of talking and then like you know, like working on a computer and like scheduling things, and then you just forget stuff and things just go wrong. But you're definitely right. Like having things in front of you like this helps like perfectly. It also makes sure that you cover all the bits that you're supposed to be covering as well. So did I miss anything? Nope, I think I just covered everything on my list. So I'm gonna do tomorrow as well. Why is this flashing? I didn't do anything. What the hell is going on, man? All kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, this pen was given to me, like, this is a really weird birthday present that was given. So this girl gave me this pen, because she said, this pen reminds her of me. I mean, how the hell do you... It's so crazy. So yeah, that made me laugh out so hard. So we all went out for dinner. She got me this, and she got me a really cool like car book as well. Like it's basically the history of the automobile that she gave me, which is pretty sick. So yeah, so it's my new favorite pen I've been using and stuff. I think this pen actually looks like a coronavirus. A little bit, doesn't it? It's like literally, it's like a proper coronavirus right there, man. I shouldn't be saying that, man. Damn, corona deadly. And also, I got corona like. I haven't got like sanitizers, man. Like I use it like when I go out, I wipe the doors and stuff, and I use my hand as often as I can, just make sure everything's clean and stuff. So Corona pen, yeah, for real, man. The Corona pen is keeping me safe, man. I'm now like immune because I think I was actually infected by Corona. I've now got like antibodies and stuff, so I'm kind of cool right now. I think, fingers crossed. Yeah, people, I think this is pretty much the end of the video, man. You guys have been amazing, as always, helping me out with everything. And yeah, I think today went a lot smoother than yesterday. Woo, I feel so much better. I don't feel as like I was sweating yesterday. I'm not sweating today. I feel more relaxed. Because yesterday I was just like, inside I was angry as hell, but you guys couldn't tell because things aren't working. I'm just like so frustrated. But I think today is better. Hopefully tomorrow will be better as well. So I just want to say once again, thank you very much for tuning in and for all the chat and comments and stuff. And I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So take it easy, people. Peace out from me. I don't know why I do this. And Corona pen. Stay safe, people. I'll catch you guys later. It's flashing again. Why are you flashing? That is so, I didn't even turn it off. So it turns itself on, but doesn't go off. All right. Oh, that's it. You gotta bang his head. That's how you kill the coronavirus. You just smash it against something hard. That's it, yeah. So anyway, people, I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy. Peace out. Thank you very, very much. Whoo.